Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christi Lukasiak. I am so sorry for the way I look today. I do not have the bandwidth, the wherewithal, the energy, the strength, any of it to make myself look attractive today. So we are showing up in the most basic version of myself and we're all gonna like it. I'm actually really excited to do this week's video because it's actually a continuation of a video I did, I don't know, a couple of months ago. And it is reacting to some of my most iconic and possibly problematic lines and whether or not I would say them in 2025. I think the big takeaway from the first video is I pretty much stand by what I say at all times. I do. I mean, we've all grown in some way, but for the most part, I mean, like, she was sassy back then, she's sassy now. Also, if you are a Dance Moms fan, if you're not listening to Back to the Bar, which is a podcast I have with my partner in crime, Kelly, you are not doing it right. Because every week on Back to the Bar, we go back, we watch an old episode, we recap it, we read producer's notes, you know, what was going on behind the scenes, and we also give you our own behind the scenes tea, experience, stories, lore, all of the good things. So make sure you check out Back to the Bar. Oh my God, well, first of all, I just have to say, I am so glad I no longer wear those sunglasses. I look like an insect in those. Why are they like wrapped around the side of my face? But I will say, I love this scene with Jill because Jill is a really good time. She is. She's fun. She's funny. And when Kelly left, I didn't really have anybody to like have fun and be goofy with. So I love that I got to do this scene with Jill and she's ridiculous.
Use her foot for Christmas.
I don't even know what I said, but I'm sure it was something scandalous.
Our plan is to prove what we have known all along, that Maddie gets extra private time.
We know this. Recently, Abby just came out and said everything we said about this was true. And I'm like, oh my God, for 5 years I was saying it and you were like screaming from the rooftops that I was just jealous. And then she comes out 10 years later and she's like, yep, she used to leave school early and learn everything. I'm like, I knew, I told you back then.
I am so sick of Melissa sitting upstairs and lying to us every week.
I just have to point out that I don't have any extensions in this scene. And I have like 4 hairs on my head. I'm just saying.
Oh, my kids didn't learn their solos. They just happen to know by osmosis which move comes next. No, they happen to know which move comes next because they already learned their dance.
I have to thank Mr. Wizard for teaching me what osmosis meant back when I was in elementary school. So thank you, Mr. Wizard. I am so happy that I got to use that on national television. Now, for those of you who don't know Mr. Wizard, he was kind of like the 1980s version of Bill Nye the Science Guy. He taught me once how to cut a banana by using a needle and thread without peeling it. You didn't peel the banana, you cut it by like sewing it inside the peel. I felt very cool and very scientific back then when I learned that.
How do you think those kids go in there and know everything?
I have to say, our hearts were racing during this scene because we didn't know if Abby was gonna like pop out like a scary clown in a haunted house or something, you know? We didn't know.
It's not because they're like just super geniuses. They learn it. Wait, look. Gia and Janine's cars are here. Janine always choreographs Mackenzie, and Gia does Maddie.
If the social media thing doesn't work out, I could clearly have a career as an investigative journalist. I'm just saying.
I knew that Maddie and Mackenzie were inside getting extra rehearsal time, extra privates, and you know what? Melissa just doesn't play fair.
I have to say, I kind of like my hair there because it's giving Marilyn. In the yellow dress, those were not lines that I said in the week after the interview was done for the show. Those were pickups that were done later, like weeks later, when they needed to like fill in the blanks of the story for the show. I actually filmed those pickups, I think it was in New York, where we filmed Dance Moms Chatter. Like Kelly and I did a special episode of Dance Moms Chatter, and that was the dress I wore on that episode. And they just took me right out of that set and put me in an interview, and I did my interview, which they said, we need you to say X, Y, and Z, and that was one of the lines they needed me to say. So I know that was a pickup because I remember wearing that dress on Dance Moms Chatter.
Or what am I recording? Just the sound, or do you want me to?
No, I want you to get Matt Studio.
Just the sound, Jill. No, we need video evidence. You know better.
I'll stand watch. Jill likes to get to the bottom of things. She likes to know everything that's going on. So clearly, if there's a secret, Jill's the one who's gonna unearth it. Come on, my glasses! Oh, they're in my pocket.
Oh my God.
Partner in crime like Kelly, I have you. Did you get video?
I got video.
Who?
Maddie.
Detective Jill on the scene. I love that clip. I think it's hysterical. It is hysterical, but when she came out, she's like, my glasses, my glasses, my glasses. I mean, we were like cackling in the car. I have to say though, later I was like, Jill, pull out that video. She's like, I don't have it. Because she didn't want to fight with Melissa. And I was like, we had the video evidence in our hand. It was like on Titanic when he's like, I had the ice warning in my hand. We had it in our hand. And she's like, I don't know where it went. She deleted it. Not a good partner in crime. Give me Kelly back.
Saying that you miss Abby when she's not here is saying like you miss a hemorrhoid. Do you really?
Oh my God, I didn't know I said that. I have to say though, I've never had a hemorrhoid, so I don't know if people miss a hemorrhoid. Oh my God, that's horrible. I'm sorry, that was terrible. I wouldn't say that in today's day and age.
Walk into that studio like I want a stiletto jammed in my eyeball.
I am so dramatic. Oh my God. I want to walk in that studio like I want a stiletto jammed in my eyeball. Okay, single white female reference, Christy.
I'm a little concerned about Kathy. You know, all morning long, she hasn't come into our dressing room. She hasn't said a word behind us. She needs more fiber or some prune juice in her diet because she's just not feeling like herself.
Christy, you need to stop talking. That's why you're fat. Okay, so just so you know, that is an ongoing joke. We know, stop eating, that's why you're fat. But it has now become this part of like my everyday sayings that I always use. I'm always like, stop talking, that's why you're fat. Like if you're saying something you shouldn't be saying, I'm always like, oh God, stop talking, that's why you're fat.
Oh, Lord. Look, she's got her foot beveled.
Oh, the head's...
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I'm wearing disco ball number 99 shirt.
Abby loves herself a drag queen dance.
She does. That's true. I will stand by that. I mean, I like a drag queen number 2. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, Lord help us all.
Watch out.
Everybody get out your mental scrub brush.
Okay, here she goes.
I get asked or I get quoted a lot from people that I meet on the street. People say that one to me all the time. The funniest thing about me saying that is Kelly doesn't even react. She does not even react. It's not even a blip on her radar. It is so not funny to her. But like you guys being like fans throughout the years, everybody quotes that to me and Kelly's just like, oh, that's some crap that Christy just literally says like on the daily. And it's true, I do.
I hope she didn't do that for her date.
Kelly said I hope she doesn't do that for her date. Kelly.
When Abby comes out, it's like the scene from Jurassic Park. We're all sitting in our cars and like, here comes the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Holly's not moving. I'm thinking, thank God, Holly, because they can sense movement.
In my humble opinion, I think the Jurassic Park lines are funny. I did, because you have to understand, like, she came out and we were literally in the car like, oh God, don't open the car, don't open the car, don't open the car, don't open the car. So we were like not making eye contact and she's like in our windows, like looking for the kids, and Holly's standing out there. I'm like, Holly, don't move, don't say a word. It literally was giving T-Rex. Like, we were at the T-Rex enclosure and the T-Rex was loose.
Hey, why don't you give Abby her little gift we got her?
In a shocking turn of events, Melissa and Jill announced that they went shopping and they bought a gift for Abby. Because that's what I think about when I'm shopping. What can I bring Abby?
Okay, sorry, that's kind of funny. Sometimes I'm funny. I think that was funny in a shocking turn of events. Look, I mean, it just got to be a lot. I'm just saying what everyone is thinking. Okay, I stand by that one. I would say that.
I want your daughter to be Chloe so bad.
Got it. Camille said that. I thought I said that. I'm so glad Camille said that. But I have to say, so here's the tea about that line is I only met her like once or twice, not Camille, but Yolanda. The one time I did meet her, she like cornered me in the hallway and she was crying. I think this is when Chloe and I came back. Like, who missed me that episode? I think it was that episode. She came out in the hallway and she was, I don't know if it was that episode, but it was around that time. And she came out in the hallway and she was just sobbing and she's like, my daughter is the new Chloe. She's the new Chloe. She's the new Chloe. She must have told me 98 times her daughter was the new Chloe. And I was like, girl, you watched the show. I would not want my daughter to be the new Chloe because the new Chloe is going to get tortured. So that's not like a badge of achievements. Like, why do you want that so badly? Let her be herself. Why do you want to be somebody else? It was very weird to me.
No, my daughter can dance.
Okay, that's really rude. Like, that is exceptionally rude. I can't wait to recap this episode. My daughter can dance. Girl, did you not see my daughter dance on TV? I'm pretty sure you did. I'm getting mad. Okay.
Okay, choker. Did 30 million kids vote for your kid for Teen Choice? My daughter did 3 movies in the last year. She wrote a book. She won Teen Choice. You choke people because that's classy.
I didn't choke her. I didn't choke her.
You choked your BFF.
Nothing happened. Witnesses saw it.
That's exactly what happened.
You gotta love Jill. Jill just chimes in. That's exactly what happened. God, I love Jill in that moment.
That's defamation when you say it was choking.
Oh.
She just simply had her hands right there.
Resting.
Resting.
I hold my friends like this too. Holly, how are you today?
Well, how are you today?
This is
Wait, I'm into Holly playing along. I'm into Holly playing along. I love a sassy Holly moment.
this is a warm and friendly
It was
touch.
a hug.
1, 2, 3. Awesome.
Christy, does Chloe have a solo?
Who cares if Chloe had a solo on Dance Moms that week, right? I hate this scene in West Hollywood. I do. I hate this scene. However, I will say I had a lot of fun with the guys at the bar. The women, not so much.
Whore, 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 whore. Or as Kelly would say, maybe you're a virgin because no one would.
I have to say, remember that trend on TikTok where everybody like did the wedding lineup? I used that as my sound clip and people really liked it. They wanted to use that for their wedding lineup. I'm just saying, that's an iconic line.
Be gone, witch! You have no powers here.
I love that line. Be gone, witch, you have no powers here. Which, P.S., by the way, I was so sick that week, my voice is barely working. Which, I mean, honestly, that's my most valuable weapon. So I don't even know how I filmed that week.
How'd you guys get that Amish hairdo?
It's not Amish. Oh, yes, it is. No, you should know that. That's 40.
That's very shady. I said it's 40s. You should know that. Meaning that's Kathy's era. That's kind of what I meant.
It's like putting silk stockings on a mule with some of you.
Or lipstick on a pig.
Or lipstick on a pig. Ugh. I don't think I'd say that in 2025. See, this is the problem. Here's the problem. When you put me and Kelly in a room together, that's the kind of things you get because we enable each other's worst behavior. I'm just saying. I'm not blaming Kelly. I'm just saying we definitely egg each other on.
Leslie really wants Kelly's spot, and she really wants to be on the team, and Peyton really deserves to be on the team, and Leslie really is already part of the team, and she's on the team, and she doesn't want to be on the team before on the team, so she doesn't want us on the team.
There's a lot of teaming going on during that time period. I'm just saying. Someone made a clip of this where I'm walking in with the coffee and it said, me walking into high school late knowing everybody hates me. I thought that was the funniest clip I've ever seen. Oh, but here we are with Jill and the puppy dog. Broadway baby. May she rest in peace.
Girl, go potty. Go on.
I think Jill saw an opening on Abby's Pyramid of Moms, and she's like, oh, Melissa's fallen from grace. I will walk the dog so I can be at the top of the mom pyramid.
Come on, come see your mama.
She'll bark when she sees her.
Well, I bark when I see Abby, too.
I stand by that.
Christy and I! You idiot! Christy and I! Play the clip where she says the F word 11 times at
You
the
know
front
what?
desk.
And you know what's funny is that Christy Ray came in and said the F word. Kira says the F word. That new team you brought in said the F word.
Wait a minute. I didn't say Christy and I, you idiot. However, I do say Kelly and I on the podcast at all times. We're going to end it there. Obviously, I'm only like halfway through some of these iconic lines. So I'm going to come back and do the rest of this video another time. But I want to hear what you think my most iconic line has been on the show. What is the line that you think of when you think of me and being on the show? Let me know if you have other video ideas that you'd like to see me do because I am always listening and willing to do what you guys want. All right, so I'm sending you a big kiss. Mwah. Thank you for watching. I will see you back here next time.